Hello, BookThinkers family. I have a question for everybody. Do you value delayed gratification as much as I do? Well, I'll tell you this, I value it a lot, and I hope that you do too. It has transformed the way that I view life. Today's book tip is going to come from The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. This is one of the most valuable books that I've ever read, and I've implemented something from almost every single page in here. It is worth its weight in gold. Today, I'd like to read something that has to do with delayed gratification. It's a quote right out of the book on page 43, and here it is. Quote, "A horse wins by a nose, but gets 10 times the prize money. Is the horse 10 times faster? No, just a little bit better. But it was those extra laps around the track, the extra discipline in the horse's nutrition, or the extra work by the jockey that made the results a slight bit better with compounded rewards." See, it's the small stuff, the small steps in the right direction that when compounded over time will lead to a disproportionate outcome. Think about golf. Hundreds of people might enter a golf tournament, and the person in 5th or 6th, they finish in the top couple percent, and maybe they're only a couple strokes behind the person that wins. But that person in 1st is going to win way more money than the person in 5th. And that's probably because they outworked that person in 5th, or maybe that person in 200th, because of the extra discipline that they had, the small stuff, the little stuff. There's an example of a famous golfer who was timed from the time he took his tee out of the bag until the time that he actually swung. And over the course of 18 holes, on every single hole, it was timed exactly the same with precision. It's that repetition that forms habits. It's the small stuff that helps people win. And in that horse example in the book, it's putting in the work behind the scenes. It's not the sexy stuff. It's not the stuff you get to talk about on Instagram all of the time, but it's the hard work that goes in behind the scenes. You know that by giving something up today, you'll get something better tomorrow. And that's one of the things that I love about the compound effect. It teaches you to value delayed gratification. The power of compounding happens over time. You need to be patient, and you need to know that compounding will lead to disproportionate results. So anyway, before I ramble on anymore, that's my tip for today. I really just recommend The Compound Effect. It's a brilliant book. It pairs well with a lot of other books about habits, like The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, or Atomic Habits by James Clear, or maybe even The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Those are also really, really good books on habits. This one right here, The Compound Effect, has done the most for me in my life, and I would recommend that you read it. Comment below if you have any thoughts. All right, bye.